Hi, this is Jenny Langley, author of the new Maudsley Training Manual. In this video, we're looking at exercise 5.2.2 from module 5, and we're looking at how you can use role play with ALVS, the Attend, Label, Validate, Soothe emotion coaching technique. So in the workshops, we might say to the carers, let's think up a scenario in which the sufferer is really upset about something, and then let's see how we can apply ALVS. So here's an example of a role play. So this is a script that we can help carers to understand how we go through the process. So Heather, mum, says her daughter Charlie often says, I feel fat and ugly. And when this happens, Heather often bursts into tears because she's feeling so emotional, so bad for her daughter Charlie. So Heather might use ALVS as an alternative to bursting into tears. So she notices Charlie's emotional cues and labels the emotions. So Heather says, I noticed that your fists are really clenched and that you may be feeling really angry, sad, ashamed, frightened. And Charlie says, yes, I feel fat and ugly and disgusting. Heather's automatic response is to cry. So that would be in the animal metaphors, that would be sort of the jellyfish response, wouldn't it? So rather than saying that, maybe she can own the emotion. So she says, I'm going to cry. That doesn't mean we can't talk about it. Or she might say, I am angry that this is happening and it makes me upset too. We should still talk about it. Or she might say, I'm going to cry, it's my emotions and I'm going to deal with it. So the first step is she's owning her own emotions. So notice that she doesn't try to reassure Charlie that she's not fat and ugly, because that would simply serve to encourage further fat talk. So remember, the more you reassure somebody, you're not fat, you're beautiful, the more they're likely to seek reassurance. I'm not fat, am I? Or I feel fat, give me reassurance. So we try to sidestep that. So Heather then carries on with trying to understand Charlie's emotion. So Heather says, so you must be in a really bad place. Charlie agrees, I feel disgusting. So Heather then checks out, I understand you don't like things about yourself, so you feel sad. Charlie corrects her, no, not sad, disgusting. So Heather then goes, so you feel disgusting. So she's really checked in to make sure that she's alongside Charlie. So Charlie now looks really disgusted with herself, and then Heather can take this a step further, almost amplifying the emotion. And this takes courage from the carers. So the carers need to learn to tolerate their own distress. So in this case, Heather is using this technique to distract herself from crying, the jellyfish, but then she's also really stepping into Charlie's shoes to say, okay, let's really get to the bottom of what's going on for Charlie now. So Heather says, so you hate yourself. It's so hard for me to hear that. I can see you feel really wretched. It must be horrible for you to feel like that. I'm here and I can be your sounding board. So Heather's validating and soothing at the same time. So it's too soon for a physical hug. So this is like a verbal hug as a stepping stone. So what else might Heather or Charlie be thinking that's unspoken? So there might be lots and lots of other emotions lurking in the background. So it could be fear. Charlie might be thinking, I'm terrified I'll never get better. And Heather might be thinking, I'm terrified I'll not be able to help Charlie get better. There might be anger. So either or both might be feeling angry that this is happening to their family. Why us? There might be shame. Charlie might be feeling shame around how she looks right now. I feel fat, ugly, disgusting. And Heather might be feeling shame that she's been able to fix her daughter. You know, I'm not being a great mum if I can't fix my daughter, is a common thing that carers say at the workshops. Okay, so then we can discuss in the workshops, do we think that this ALVS technique might open the door for further conversations at a later stage? And carers realise that actually ALVS is a complex reflection within ours, and so you can take the conversation in any direction using that basic motivational interviewing technique. So an open question might be, how are you feeling? An affirmation, thank you for telling me how you're feeling, is a really great affirmation. It takes courage to talk about your feelings. You're facing up to a whole raft of emotions and you're able to talk to me about that. So these are all affirmations. The reflection, so you're feeling whatever the emotion is. It must be really tough when you're facing all of these things because the eating disorder is setting up so many challenges, or that eating disorder voice is chattering in your ear the whole time, and that makes you feel all these emotions. And then a summary would be periodically checking back in to understand what the sufferer is saying. Okay, so this exercise, this script, kind of illustrates the power of the carer exploring and validating sufferer's emotions. So conversations like this can be difficult. So to really step into the shoes, to amplify the emotions. So Charlie says, I feel disgusting. I feel fat, and then mum might say that must be excruciating, so really going the step further, and then you know, basically offering that unconditional love and support like the St. Bernard. Okay, so I hope this illustration is useful. Thank you for watching. All of the videos and the worksheets can be found at www.newmaudsleycarers-kent.co.uk. Thank you.